Zhuangzi's Fables and Their Wisdom, Module 3, on Craftsmanship. Lesson 3, The Importance of Practicing. Fable 1, Catching Cicadas.
Master, do you have any suggestions for improving a skill? Is there any secret or shortcut?
I don't think there is any shortcut. There may be some tips to improve your learning. However, practice is the best way to improve a skill. Today, I will tell you a story of catching cicadas. In this story, Confucius met a hunchback who was excellent in catching cicadas. A hunchback usually could not move his body very well. But this hunchback was an exception. Confucius was also very surprised at his perfect skill. It is said that Confucius spent 10 years traveling through the whole of China's various states. Once, Confucius was on his way to chew with his disciples when he passed by a forest. It was summer when the buzzing cicada sounds became the signature of the forest.
There's a hunchback over there. What's he doing? It seems that he is receiving cicadas, and he is so familiar with his work that he seems to be picking the cicadas up with his hand directly. I would like to know whether he has any special method to acquire such perfect skill. You are so skillful. Is there any method in it? How did you do it?
My method is to focus on it and keep practicing. You see, I practiced with 2 pellets for over 5 or 6 months, till they never fell down. And then I only failed with a small fraction of the cicadas. Rome was not built in a day, and no skill can be acquired in a day.
So you have already acquired the skill perfectly.
Not really. I still keep practicing. Having succeeded in the same way with 3 pellets, I missed only 1 cicada in 10. And then, having succeeded with 5, I caught the cicadas as if it were just like picking up a piece of cake. My body, to me, is just like the stump of a broken trunk, and my shoulder is no more than the branch of a rotten tree. I am almost unaware of the irrelevant things, such as the great heaven and earth, as well as all the complicated things that might trouble me. I keep keen observation on the wings of the cicadas. I would not exchange the wings of my cicadas for anything else. This is how I succeed in taking them so effortlessly.
Where the will is not diverted from its object, the spirit is concentrated. This might have been the exact depiction of this hunchback gentleman. The shortest way to do many things is to do only one thing at a time and do it well.
Sometimes we are really frustrated and exhausted. We seem to be a multitask machine handling this and that. Yet we don't see any significant progress in acquiring a skill, and let alone any groundbreaking success in applying it to real use, like English public speaking, engineering drawing, and the like. This fable sheds some light into such situation. It's usually unrealistic to dream of rising to be perfect all at once. Instead, it always demands a great and continuous effort to pick up a skill and become proficient. We need to put what we learn into practice and do it over and over again until it's as natural as a habit. As long as we are concentrated on the target and make arduous efforts to achieve it, we can obtain achievements in the end, even though time and tide are not in our favor. This is the end of this fable. Fable 2, No Distractions.
Master, what is the story today?
I'm going to tell you a story of no distractions. It is mainly about an old maker of belt hooks. A senior official, the great minister of war, wanted to know his secret in making such perfect belt hooks. There was once a maker of belt hooks for a senior official. The maker was already 80 years old, yet his products were still faultless. Being 80 years old was very rare in the time of the Warring States period. His skill was known to almost everyone in the town. The great Minister of War also admired his skill very much.
You have made such fantastic belt hooks. Do you rely on skill alone, or do you have certain method?
I would say I have a method.
Really? What's your method?
When I was 20 years old, I took an interest in making belt hooks. From then on, I paid attention to nothing else. In this way, I was able to concentrate on belt hooks. Now, I'm 80 years old. I'm surely keen on my skill. You don't need such a long time to acquire a skill, but you really need determination and passion in it. Whatever you do with determination and passion, and give your best. Whether you want to be a chef, a doctor, or a dancer, be passionate to get the best result.
The story of the maker of belt hooks tells us, practice makes perfect. The Spanish violinist Pablo Sarasate was always called a genius, but he said, for 37 years I've practiced 14 hours a day, and now they call me a genius? Indeed, practice can be one method needed to close the gap between yourself and your goals. It can make the difference between good and great. It can be your breakaway strategy and true path to your own authentic success. So find your interest and keep practicing. We must all recognize our nature and understand where our interests lie. If we really know what we like, nothing else will attract us, and we can concentrate on our interests. Superb skills are based on a concentrated attitude and long-term training. Therefore, no matter what we do, we must focus on it and persevere. This is the end of this fable.